The Met Gala carpet rolls in New York tonight. Anna Wintour is at the door. Beyoncé and Venus Williams are co-chairing. Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos are the lead sponsors with their names printed on the welcome program. And the one woman who spent a sixth year telling the world she was going to arrive on that carpet is on the morning of the most important fashion event of the year, around miles away west of Manhattan in a beige turtleneck, sliding into a pew at a child's first communion in Chicago. What? So today we're covering Meghan's Gala snub on the night of the gala itself. The Chicago First Communion run. Every royal correspondent is calling a decoy. Thomas Markle landing back on American soil with a new prosthetic leg while his daughter is on the other side of the country. The Archie birthday portrait fight unfolding inside Montana 4 days before his 7th birthday. The Princess Ojani pregnancy announcement the brand team tried to step on within the same hour. And a fresh insider line about the self-contained royal family plan that has the British press in stitches. So, welcome back my royal roys. My name is Jesus Enrique Roses. I'm the royal rogue. Let's get down to it. So, let's start with the carpet. Because this one has been building for weeks and the receipts have all landed inside the same 48 hours. Vogue confirmed the final Met Gala chair list on Friday. Wintour at the helm, Beyoncé in one of the co-chair seats, Venus Williams in another, Nicole Kidman in the third, and Sanchez and Bezos sitting at the very top of the sponsorship as honorary chairs and the lead financial backers of the entire night. Every single one of those names sits on a list that 6 years ago would have had Meghan's name carved into it with a chisel. Winnour walked away from a Vogue cover negotiation with Meghan in 2022 that the brand team has been trying to repair ever since. Sanchez, a former local news reporter from Los Angeles, is right now living the social ascent. Meghan thought the Markle name was going to deliver. And the British press is reporting tonight on the eve of the gala that Methane still believed an invitation was on its way. Multiple insiders are saying that she was holding out, refusing to accept the rebuff, telling people inside Montana that she and Wintour had a moment together in Paris last year. That in her head, smooth everything over. Tonight, the carpet rolls and the chair stays empty. The cherry on the cake came from the Daily Beast this afternoon. According to their reporting, alias talent inside the gala itself is now actively avoiding being photographed alongside Bezos and Sanchez. The donors paid for the night. The talent is refusing to pose with them for some reason. So, the seat Meghan wanted to is occupied by a couple the rest of the room is trying to dodge, and the Duchess of Sausages could not even get herself blacklisted in the same league. She got blacklisted out of the building entirely. So brand status in May 2026 sits with Sanchez. Montecito watches from a phone screen. Speaking of where the Duchess of Sausages was actually photographed this weekend, let me tell you what the cameras caught on Saturday morning, 24 hours before the gala carpet because the optics here are this is something else. She flew to Chicago. She walked into Holy Name Cathedral. She slipped into a pew alongside other parents and grandparents. And she sat for a child's first communion. The child, according to People magazine, is the son of one of her closest friends from her Northwestern University days. A woman whose name has appeared on a sausage guest list exactly once in 8 years and never on a sausage wedding photo. The 2018 Mile Wedding album does not include this woman. So, in May 2026, the woman is suddenly Meghan's closest college friend, and Meghan is suddenly her child's godmother, and the godmother is suddenly attending the first communion in a beige turtleneck. On the exact morning, the rest of the fashion world was arriving in New York. The Royal Observer led with at the time, and the Ivy Times call it a strategic move. The British tabloids have all landed on the same conclusion. This was a decoy, a plausible deniability run, a photogenic alibi for why the carpet was rolling without her. Well, there are receipts on this one, too. Meghan, who is not Catholic, has told the press in the past that she was confirmed in the Anglican faith ahead of her wedding. The British press picked up on the obvious problem this morning. To stand as a Catholic godparent, the Catholic Church requires The godparent themselves to be a confirmed practicing Catholic. So either there has been a private conversation that nobody in Monterrito has thought to announce, or the cathedral was at Los Angeles International Airport on the same Saturday Meghan landed at a hair. Thomas Markle, 81 years old, his daughter Samantha confirmed to the British tabloids overnight that Thomas flew home from Cebu in the Philippines with a single mission to get fitted for a prosthetic leg. 5 months ago, Thomas suffered a near-fatal blood clot. His leg was amputated below the knee. He has been recovering with his Filipina partner Rio Caneto at her family home in Cebu. The decision to fly back to American soil was, Samantha says, about getting the best possible prosthetic care available anywhere in the world. Thomas hopes to walk again, to drive again, and the family has said openly that he wants to see his grandchildren one more time. He has not met Archie. He has not met a Lily. He has not seen his own daughter since 2017, more or less, give or take. And he flew commercial. He flew alone. And he flew on the exact weekend his daughter was 3 states north, sitting in a Catholic pew with a child who is not her own. It's a lot more than 3 states. Right. It's way more than 3 states, but okay. The contrast is the entire problem. So the father who taught her to read, who paid for her wedding dress consultations when she did not have her own income, is on a SEO Pacific economy seat with a stump and a hope. The daughter, who has spent 6 years monetising her grievance with him, cannot find an afternoon to see him at the prosthetics clinic. She found an afternoon for the godson. She found an afternoon for the Chocolate launch of the candle drop and the one-off fashion app. Disability does not photograph well for a content drop. So the carpet does, the cathedral does, the stumper not so much. Which brings us to Wednesday, May the 6th, because the calendar is doing the work the brand team should be doing. Wednesday is Archie's 7th birthday, and the Royal Observer dropped a piece overnight that has the entire sausage commentary at circling. Multiple sources say that Meghan wants to release an official birthday portrait of Archie on social media. A photo credits soft light frame, quality moment and style in the sacked Wales playbook Princess Catherine has been releasing for 15 years. Garden background, sweet smile, photograph a name in the corner, the kind of image that says future king or something. And the gingerbread, according to the same reporting, is pushing back hard. He's reportedly worried about trolls, worried about line of succession sniping, and worried about, and this is the line that doomed it, pushing the line with the family in the United Kingdom. Yeah. To the same Harry who turned his own family into intellectual property. In the spare memoir has discovered in this month that lines do exist. The man who put his sister-in-law's wedding planning conversations into print is suddenly concerned about a portrait. 6 years late. But the line and the calendar is mocking them on top of it. Buckingham Palace announced last week that the King's first biggest spring garden party of the season takes place on Wednesday, May the 6th in the Palace Gardens. The same day, 5,000 guests, royal correspondents on the lawn. I am not going to be there. What a shame. But the senior working royals working the guest list are hats and coats and teacups all afternoon. The British news cycle on Wednesday afternoon will not be about a candle and a portrait. It will be about a hat parade in central London with the entire working family in frame. So if the sausages do release the portrait, it lands underneath the palette coverage. If they hold it back, the candle on the As Ever website sits there with a price tag and no birthday photo to anchor it. So the palace chose first, and the palace does not move for a candle drop. And the candle did not just bite the candle, it bit the whole brand all weekend long. Princess Ojani posted on her own Instagram on Sunday afternoon that she and Jack Bruce Bank are expecting their 3rd child. The image was simple. The kind of Ojani always picks August and Ernest. Her 2 boys holding the sonogram between them. No photograph for credit. The press released just 2 little brothers, a piece of paper, and a 3rd sibling on the way. The British press let up. Hello, ran the announcement within 20 minutes. The Daily Mail had a pregnancy gallery up in under 1 hour. And in California, the brand team did what the brand team always does on a slow palace news day. They dropped content. Within the same hour, Meghan's Instagram pushed out a clip from the Australia tour. I sit down with Sean and Marley, an Australian fitness duo framed as heartfelt and reflective. The clip had been sitting on the cutting room floor for a fortnight. The trigger to push it out was a pregnancy announcement from Princess Meghan. Does not have the contact details. For she used to, but seems that no more. So when the York girls reach the headlines, the brand team in Monterito reaches for the upload button. Eugenie does not draw a salary from this sovereign grand, by the way. She does not walk a state to visit as she has 2 children. A husband she actually shares a roof with, a real job in the art world, and a 3rd baby on the way. Her single Instagram post moved more emotional weight in 20 minutes than every minute of the Australia tour combined. The volume of the brand turns up the moment the working family gets quiet. So let me close on the line that has been pinging around the British press since lunchtime, because the wording does most of the work. OK Magazine and the Daily Express both ran with insider quotes today, framing Meghan's current strategy as a push to position the sausages in effect as a self-contained royal family, self-contained, their own Kurt, their own crest, they're their own fancy calligraphy. I guess that's as well their own succession line, branded and trademarked and styled in California, amber and water lily. The same source described the entire concept as flat-out delusional and ego-bound. That is the on-the-record assessment coming out of the cab of people who used to defend her. A self-contained royal family. Translate that into the language of the As Ever website and you get the candle line, the chocolate box, the one-off fashion catalogue, the pending Diana-inspired clothing line, and a household that thinks it can fork off 1,000 years of constitutional monarchy and run a parallel franchise out of a 16-bedroom state in Monterito. And no, it hasn't worked. And the As Ever chocolates, the same Mother's Day collection that Serena could not finish on camera last week, just had a quiet price hike on the website over the weekend. Demand soft price up, the Looks edition incoming. It's a good thing that Meghan does not have any more podcasts on business or startups. So that is the brand math when the brand has run out of customers and the carpet in New York tonight rolls without the woman who told the world she would never need a carpet to be famous. But let me know what you think about this in the comments.